Hi everyone. In this graph, we have the current global status of shortfall and overshoot in the donut of social and planetary boundaries for 2022. Social wedges in the inner ring show the status of humanity relative to minimum social standards, and ecological wedges in the outer ring show Earth system status relative to planetary boundaries. Red wedges show a shortfall below the social foundation or an overshoot beyond the ecological ceiling. Gray wedge indicates missing data. The center of the plot represents total human deprivation for the social indicators and the pre-industrial Holocene baseline for the ecological indicators. Values are proportional to the length of each wedge. Wedges with a faded edge extend beyond the chart area. A maximum of two indicators are included in each social or ecological dimension. Ideally, there would be no red wedges below the social foundation or above the ecological ceiling. If human progress this century depends on eliminating social shortfall and ecological overshoot simultaneously, data synthesis underscores that the world is still far from securing it. Billions of people are falling short of meeting their most essential needs, whereas humanity's ecological imprint on the living planet is now overshooting at least six of the nine planetary boundaries. The share of the global population experiencing social shortfall varies widely across the 12 dimensions of the Doughnut social foundation and their respective indicators with available data. The status of these social indicators in 2022 ranges from 9% of people lacking access to electricity to 75% of people stating they perceive widespread corruption with a median level of social shortfall comprising 35% of the global population, which is equivalent to around 3 billion people. In general, there are lower levels of shortfall for social dimensions that measure access to physical necessities such as energy and food, and higher levels of shortfall for dimensions that measure the strength of social fabric such as social cohesion and political voice. Meanwhile, the variation in overshoot beyond the donut's ecological ceiling is wider than that of the social foundation across the nine planetary boundaries and their respective indicators. The status of these ecological indicators in 2022 ranges from around 50% below the stratospheric ozone boundary to more than 10 times beyond the safe boundaries for chemical pollution and species extinction, with a median level of overshoot that is nearly two times beyond the ecological ceiling. The transgressions of critical Earth system processes revealed by planetary boundaries science are concerning, given that these processes underpin the stability of the Holocene-like conditions on which all life fundamentally depends. In the next chapter, we will discuss the evolution of social shortfall and ecological overshoot in the first two decades of the 21st century.